Welcome to another Substantial Weekly. Real quick, what we're going to go through today, we're going to talk about these upcoming events. We're also going to talk about Your Man Though instrumental out now, and I'm gonna rehearse live and much more, of course, live Q&A, all that good stuff. Go ahead, tune in, stick around for a second, and join the live chat, y'all. Peace, world. What is going on? Welcome to another Substantial Weekly. Of course, my name is Substantial. Thank y'all so much for coming through. Happy Friday to everybody, man. Hope y'all feeling good, feeling great, all that good stuff, man. Shout out to everyone in the chat already watching on YouTube, Facebook, and Twitch, man. Appreciate all the love. And man, a lot to go over today, man. We're going to jump right into it. Just a quick heads up. So today there will be no anatomy of a verse, only because I currently got 3 to edit. The one that was nearly finished being edited, literally I lost the entire file. Like there was a crash, there was an issue with my computer. Resolved the issue, but lost everything I edited, so I had to start all over again in terms of the editing process. So at some point in time, we will have the condensed version of Anatomy of a Verse with Waiting for the Clouds, then a breakdown of Umoja, and then we'll have the condensed version also of Reed Richards. And then after that, man, we'll get back into doing the episodes live. So just letting you know, we're doing 2 weeks off from Anatomy of a Verse, of course, today's show. And then next week, I'll be at Anime NYC. And I'll likely be at a booth around this time of day, getting set up, getting ready for the convention to open up. So, yeah, man. But regardless of all that, happy Friday. Glad to see you folks up in here, man. It's always a pleasure to hang out with y'all, man, and all that good stuff. Shout out to everyone I mentioned. I mentioned that the chat's already live. Shout out to C. Cruz we got up in here. Stratus, peace, what's going on? Jack Smart, Soul Tiger, Off World, Warpath, Uncrowned Otaku. Shout out to the fam. Shout out to the names that we don't see it that often and the regulars, man. And shout out to those of you who are just viewing in the background, doing your lurker thing. I ain't here to judge. I appreciate you. You know what I mean? But yeah, man, a lot to go over today. Oh, you like that cap, do you? Oh, you know what I mean? Shout out to the homie Shingo too. Shout out to my brother Shingo too for hooking me up with the hat when he was in town back in late September. We were trading hats. I hooked him up with an adultish hat, and in turn, he hooked me up with his Lovesick joint. So yeah, man, salute to my brother Shingo. Always a pleasure building with that brother, man. And yeah, couple quick reminders before we get all the way into things. Need to grab that one for real. Yeah, man, definitely holla at Shingo so you can go ahead and get you a Lovesick hat for sure. All right. So let's get into some quick updates. So first and foremost, wanted to give y'all a heads up that Adultish is out right now. If you're under a rock and you didn't know that I have a new album out, it is out and streaming on all platforms right now. So be sure to pick that up. Yeah, man, lots of things happening behind the scenes. I don't want to give up too much information yet, but there's something really, really cool that I should be doing next week that is going to talk about the project some more. And yeah, man, when that's official, I'm doing it next week, but you all won't know about it for maybe a little bit longer. But when it happens, man, it's a big deal. Hopefully we'll bring the project to a lot more folks and stuff. So that's really exciting, man. I'll let y'all know more once things are ready to go and ready to be shared with the public. But exciting times, man, behind the scenes. But yeah, again, Adultish out now. Be sure to pick it up on all streaming platforms. Link is scrolling across the bottom and should be in the description of this video. In other news, man, while we're talking about Adultish and just merchandise in general, just another quick heads up that there is new merch available exclusively on subartandmusic.com/store. All right, so head over to the store to check out that merch. A lot of cool stuff over there, man. And, you know, I think you guys would dig it. You know what I'm saying? For anybody who hasn't been to the store already. Shout out to Frank in the chat. Happy Friday, fam. And Warpath says, it stands. There's always a lot of behind the scenes. Man never rests. Bruh, you have no idea, man. Y'all think y'all know. I said to somebody once, let me grab something real quick. I said to somebody once, because they were like, man, yeah, I know what's been going on, man. I've been paying attention to all the different posts and stuff like that. And I let them know. I was like, man, you think you know, fam. You have no clue. Like, that gives you that's a glossing over. Like, and if, for those of you paying attention, I'm nowhere near as active on social media right now. Like, even in these last few weeks, I would say, yeah, since for a little minute. And it's because, like, there's so much other stuff that's happening, things that I'm working on and stuff. And it's tough because we use social media to promote. But at the end of the day, I find that social media sometimes gets in the way of the actual work. Like, you obsess over the analytics, trying to post at the right time. You're taking your time to make something that might take you about like 30 minutes to an hour to get just right to post. And I'm a dude who likes things to be done a certain way. I'm better than my man Tone Deaf when it comes to letting things go. Like, Tone is an actual perfectionist where, like, he will definitely do his best to push the boundaries with almost everything he does. With me, over time, I've realized, and it's funny, I think because of the fact that my love language is words of affirmation, I find that oftentimes the things I slave over the most and work the hardest to put together sometimes get underappreciated. Not all the time, but sometimes get underappreciated. So I found that, when I'm not overthinking it too much and I just kind of throw things out there, sometimes they get received a bit better. And because they get received a bit better, sometimes the conversation is going a bit more. I'm getting more feedback, et cetera, which feeds my love language, right? So in those moments, whenever possible, I try not to overthink it, you know what I mean? And get it out there that way. But I find that it's easier for me not to overthink it so much when I'm not trying to be actively posting or engaging online all the time. So yeah, man, definitely trying to do a better job of spending less time doing that and more time handling the stuff behind the scenes. I wish I could say that means I'm creating more. That's probably the biggest challenge, though, to do that and make sure that you're creating more. But oftentimes it's mostly admin stuff. You know what I mean? Just, staying on top of the books and everything else, So true. I seen the Polymer special not too long ago. Yeah, man. Yo, my bro Tone is crazy. He's the man, though. Hey, forgot to turn that ringer off. Let's go ahead and get rid of that. Hype for the show tomorrow. First time to Falls Church. Hey, man, clap it up for you. My man Fernando, been repping for a while. For those of you who don't know in the chat, I'm sure some of y'all have seen Fernando around. But Fernando is a Go Hard supporter, just like just like the rest of y'all, man. And yeah, man, has traveled a little ways to come see some of these shows in the past, man. So I'm greatly appreciative of you, brother. And shout out to anybody else who's coming through tomorrow. And if you haven't grabbed your tickets already, please do so. But wait 1 second. Everybody stop. Andrew Reynolds just came through with the $5 super chat. Greatly appreciated. Thank you so much, brother. The other day, I was in my car and in my lady, in the car with my lady in Hiroshima. Don't want to say that wrong. And the radio played your song with Kenichiro Nishihara, Never Let Go, for 15 seconds. Hey, man, I'll take it. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to Publishing Checks. Appreciate you, brother. Thanks for sharing that, man. Yeah, one of the cool things about the technology nowadays and stuff, outside of the fact that people like yourself and all over get to let me know when those type of moments happen. But one of the pretty cool things about Spotify for artists, of course, we all know that Spotify got its issues. But one of the cool things about it, at any given moment in that app, I can see how many people are listening to me any given second of the day. Not minute, any given second of the day. And so that's pretty crazy, to be able to log in and kind of see that happening in real time and watching it fluctuate, going up and down. And, let's check right now. You know what I mean? So for any musicians that's watching that didn't realize the app could do that, let me show you how it works. So right now, for those that don't know, I mentioned that Your Man Though, let's give it a time to adjust. So Your Man Though is now out as a single, and that single also includes the instrumental. And at this given time, 30 people are listening, not just to the single, but around the world, they're listening to different things. So 32 people now are listening at this particular second to any music that I've released or features me. So yeah, man, it's just a cool feature that I highly recommend. If you are a musician and have music on Spotify, using Spotify for artists, it's a great tool. And that's something to talk about a little bit later when we talk about the Substantial Art and Music Academy. Let's fix this camera. Hold up. Bring it back there. And now I'm in focus. High five for Jesus. All right, let's keep it going. But yeah, man, more updates. So we already mentioned it a second ago. Might as well keep talking about it. Hold on, let's fix this. 1, 2, 3, and Shazam. So yeah, man, tomorrow is the day. Tomorrow you can catch me, the homie A1. And then, man, I'm happy to announce that anybody who just bought tickets just because it was me and A1, or just me or just A1, you'll be happy to notice that, you'll be happy to know, and you may have noticed in some of the posts that we'll be joined by some really dope folks. Stephanie Gale is coming through. DJ RBI is going to be spinning music live. We have Godzilla coming through, my favorite rap group. You know what I mean? Shout out to Godzilla. They're coming through. They're going to be rocking. T. Lucas is going to be rocking as well. And maybe we'll have some other folks pop up. Shout out to my tour manager and longtime friend, my brother Early Bird. Early Bird is going to be in the building. So for those of you who know Early Bird through the chat, come through. He's going to be holding it down, holding it down for Substantial Art and Music, and also helping out with all of the different things along the tour. So not every show, but you may see him popping up at a few of the shows. And also shout out to the family, man. We're a family-owned business, so it's going to be a family affair tomorrow. And if you didn't know, the actual event is open to all ages. So if you were worried that you wanted to come through, but let's say you got kids, or you got younger siblings or something like that that you're responsible for, and you wanted to come through and bring the whole squad, feel free to do so. Now, I can't tell you that it's going to be it's not going to be adult language, you know what I'm saying? But feel free to bring them if you got to, you know what I mean? And if you want to, still going to be a good time. And even with the words, the language, even with the bars and all of that, there's gems in there, you know what I'm saying? It's more of a exclamation point on certain statements. You feel what I'm saying? All right, so let's drop that link in there for the 11th in case you didn't know. Hold up. Boom, boom, boom. Boom. And linkage. All right. And again, that's tickets for the show that is happening tomorrow. I can't believe that we are just over 24 hours away from doing this show, man. It's definitely going to be a great time. All right. Let's see what other events we got. And then Tuesday, November 14th, you can catch me in Charlotte, North Carolina. I will be at JCSU, that's Johnson C. Smith University. I'll be speaking there, creating a sustainable career in the arts. So I'll be talking to whoever's coming through about that. It's going to be a great time. If you go to the link in the bio, in the description of this video that says bio.site/substantial, it will take you to all of the ticket links, not just the one I posted. But definitely come through. It's going to be a great event. It's free to the public. I know a lot of folks, when I come through, they want to see me perform. But truth of the matter is, I do a lot of speaking engagements as well. So if you haven't had a chance, there we go, to meet me, great opportunity to do so. Come through, take some pictures, high five, all that good stuff. Not sure if I'm gonna have merch at this event or not. That's a conversation I forgot to have, but yeah, I'll let you know once I find out. But regardless, it's going to be a great time. You should come through. All right. Let's see. Hold on. It says, wouldn't mind seeing a live tour video of Don't Dim Your Light since you mentioned Early Bird now in the near future. Hey, man, that could be cool. That could definitely be cool. All right. Let's see. Next event. Boom. As I mentioned before, exactly a week from the day, I will be in NYC for the Anime NYC convention. It is going to be a great time. Yeah, man, I will be posting on social media early next week with the exact location of the Substantial Art and Music booth. We also have a panel, which is really just the Sketchpads event that we do. So live art and music by myself and Katie Fox. That's happening on Saturday at 3 p.m. So yeah, like I mentioned, I will post all of that information early next week, maybe over the weekend. So that way you have that. Come through. We'll have merch at the table and a lot more, man. And after that goes down on Saturday, in the evening, since I won't be performing at Anime NYC, but I will be performing in Queens, New York, out at a spot called Bar Frida. Show starts around 7 p.m. That's what time doors open, come through. It's going to be great. We got Javier Starks, myself, Stephanie Gale will be performing there as well. Look, made it rhyme. LR Blitzkrieg, GMS, got a surprise guest coming through that's already confirmed. Should be a lot of fun. Looking forward to seeing y'all there. All right, let's go to the chat. Made it here a little late today. Tetsuo, it's all good, man. Never on schedule, always on time. We're happy to see you, fam. All right, side note. I was looking to grab a Lovesick Cat, and all the snapbacks are sold out. Doom, boom, ba-doom, I'm sorry, fam. I'm sorry. You know, bees like that sometimes. Hey, I know how life go. Sometimes when things drop, we're not always ready, and sometimes we find out about stuff late. But I can't stress the folks enough. that when you see us talking about merch and stuff like that, we're not Walmart, we're not these major brands and stuff. So a lot of times when we manufacture, the stuff that we manufacture is limited runs. So if you are in the position to support right away and you find out when it first drops, definitely act on it. Sometimes what just happens, you know what I mean? Where it's like, yo, if you don't know, how can you support? We're all fighting these algorithms, son. It's a struggle. It's a struggle. But yeah, man. But whenever you have the means to support and you can, do it. Do it, because this stuff goes quick. Hey, Warpath, I feel you, son. I feel you more than you may know. It's like even when the blessings is coming through, it's still, your pocket's still like, maybe not today, though. You know what I mean? It's never ending struggle. I feel you, brother. All right. So real quick, yeah. Another thing to remind everyone of. So in case you didn't know, I mentioned it earlier in the show. Sam Academy is basically Substantial Art and Music, my company. We are now offering music business classes, and they are going to be both in person and available online. So for those of you who are interested, you can register at Crescendo Studios official site. There is a link that is included in the bio site link that I mentioned before, bio.site/substantial. You can get all the links to all the goings-ons. Definitely check it out. Part of what we're covering: music marketing, digital distribution, music industry writing, and funding your career. So in the funding your career one, we talk about grants, we talk about crowdfunding, and much more. All right. But yeah, man, real quick, that's how it is right now, but we'll all make it 100%, man, 100%. My church folks say, you know what I mean? Shout out to my fam that are real heavy in the church. They always say that you can't have a testimony until you've been tested. So like all of these trying situations, money being tight, hard times in life, all of these things, it just makes for a better story when your successes come through, you know? And it actually gives others more hope. Because a lot of times people look at successful people and act like they somehow had it easier than other folks, when the truth of the matter is a good amount of the folks that we see who are successful actually come from times that are sometimes far more difficult than what we're currently experiencing. And yeah, I've learned that a million times. As hard as my life was coming up, and still can be sometimes, you know, I bump into homies, hear their backstory, I'm like, oh man, that's crazy. You know what I mean? Like life wasn't so bad after all. You know what I mean? So hang in there, fam. It only makes for a better story someday. You know what I mean? Get to tell your little ones. I'm like, Dad, you know, hard times. I'm like, you don't know hard times, kid. Let me tell you something. You know? All right. Let's keep it pushing. All right. We're going to talk about this more next week because the official announcement will go out to everybody. I know I've been giving you all a heads up behind the scenes, but we'll, like I said, we'll come back to that. Now, real quick reminder before we get into these other things. For those of you watching right now, as Andrew did not too long ago, if you want to support the channel, you can do so via the Super Chat. You can also do so via Cash App, Venmo, PayPal, all of those different ways. It's greatly appreciated, helps me create more content, and allows me to do what I love to do for a living. So, man, I greatly appreciate y'all. Never mandatory, but always appreciated. All right. Leave that up there for a sec. Let's get this next thing queued up. All right. Hold tight. And my stomach over here talking, so I keep forgetting to eat something right before the show. It's like the other guest. All right. So this is what's about to happen right now. I got a show tomorrow. I got a show a week after that, and a bunch of guests join. And doing this and all the 1,000,001 things that I'm doing, like a lot of times I don't rehearse the way that people normally rehearse. I usually rehearse when I'm driving somewhere, right? Like I'll put the music on in the car, put it in the order of the set, and just run through things. If I don't know what the set's going to be yet, I literally just put in, I just go to the instrumental section of the playlist that I have in the app, and then I just hit play, and I black out. And I hit shuffle, And then whatever comes up, I just test it out, see how well I know it, see if it's something I'm gonna actually do for the show. And yeah, kind of go from there, man. But so what's gonna happen today is, because of the fact that, yo, I got a event tomorrow and I need to be rehearsing as much as possible, but currently don't have time to do a formal rehearsal. Since we're live right now, man, I'm about to run through some things. We're gonna try some of the stuff I had in mind for tomorrow. You might get full songs, you might not. I'm not going to stand up and do it like the Substantial Live from home joint. I'm the same way I'm right here. I'm just drop some beats, and we're going to go through it and see how it works. So y'all let me know how y'all feel about that in the chat. And anybody who's passing through, hang tight. Should get a little fun in a second, all right? And again, man, you want to support the channel. I just, the ticker at the bottom is showing you how to do so. If you enjoy what you see, all that good stuff, support if you can, all right? So let me get some stuff queued up, make sure we good. Certain joints I am, hold up, this joint tripping. Certain joints I am like just kind of running through just to see how well I know it. Because in my mind, I want to do it for tomorrow. But some of these songs I haven't full on performed or practiced or never done live. So we're going to see how well I can navigate it right here live. Waiting for something to load, and then we're gonna queue up these tunes. All right. Oh man, major shout out to the homie Marcus D as well, man. Marcus D came through, and because of all this new technology, I know a lot of times we talk about this stuff like it's the worst thing ever, but some of the benefits is it allows you to salvage certain things that you had in mind and certain things you wanted to try, but yeah, you're like, I wish I could do this song live, but I don't have the instrumental anymore, right? And so Marcus D has some new technology, some new equipment and stuff, and one of the things he was able to do was get the instrumental. He was able to create the instrumental for Think Different From Me by using that technology to remove my lead vocals. So one of the dopest things that's going to happen tomorrow is, for the first time ever, I'm going to actually perform Think Different over the beat. Now, granted, it's a part of a medley, so it's not going to be the full song. It's just going to be like a verse or two from it. But yeah, man, that should be pretty dope. Hold on, let's go to the, yep. Hey, free mini concert. I'm a giver, if you didn't know. All right, so let me cue. All right, that's ready. Now I'm looking for one particular thing. All right, got that. Boom. Okay, sweet. All right, let's just making sure everything's situated before I hit play. Okay, tunes, doing everything right now. Shout out to DJ RBI, man. So happy that he coming through tomorrow, because doing all this yourself is not the business. All right, but yeah, let's and what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna hit shuffle, because I'm not trying to do it in order. We just gonna see what it lands on and do it like that. All right. Check real quick, see if the tunes come through. All right, I'm gonna hit play. Y'all let me know if y'all oh yeah, Soul Tiger, don't worry, man. Definitely there will be some Bop Alloy coming after the new year. All right, let's see. All right, let's let me know in the chat if y'all are getting sound and y'all can hear the beats. All right, once I get confirmation from y'all, I will get into these bars. So let me know. Give me a thumbs up or something like that. Shout out to Black Boo, Salt and Pepper, Black Root as well. Oh, they can hear it? Cool. All right, let's run it back. Yeah. Yeah. Hey. Yeah, Salt and Pepper bed. Yeah. Living legend ain't gotta die. Greg and flexing ain't gotta die. Truth is free, I ain't gotta lie. Come get this wisdom, I gotta lie. Salt and pepper, oh boy, your season. Fresh for nothing, don't need a reason. She's season 2, my old bae. Cool and sweet, she sorbet. Always, all day. Been in good hands all state. Should've been new to forte. Old boy ain't come to play games with it. From the era they used to start plagiarists. Too great to hate, too authentic to fake. Trailblazing, made my own lane with it. It's seafood sub, the most dangerous. Y'all seafood subs with a drink and chips. I'm a full course meal stamp with golden seals with no talk or deal. I make bank with it, come bang with it. They show they ass, but they ain't saying shit. I'm way different. Got room to grow, I'm still learning. That cash is ash, I'm still earning. It's all love and I'm serving. 2 decades of drive without swerving. Enjoy your moment. Built to last, my folks are spoken. Old man Logan, sub the Ronin. No master except the ones I'm owning. Grown man flowing, let me learn ya. Focus, you too concerned with that salt and pepper bed. Salt and that salt and pepper bed. Hey. Salt and pepper bed. Salt and that salt and pepper bed. Break it down like salt. Get low like, Look at all that wisdom, hey. Look at all that wisdom, say. Look at all that wisdom. Oh, you like that? Come get some, hey. Look at all that wisdom. Yeah. Look at all that wisdom. Okay. Look at all that wisdom. Oh, you like that? Salt and pepper bed. Switch it up like, no fear, did it my way. Flip my bed like Pie May. Went from no one to my name. The sold out shows in Taipei. From up and coming to classic status. AI precise with this apparatus. Gang ready, bang steady. Y'all talking practice. Carry that weight like Spike and Atlas. Came up with assassins or mice. Hats off the vice. I black out the night. Let me get down. Better take notes forever. Get better. I'm dope. They do the most while I get paid in my sleep. Ironically, I'm still woke. Whoa. I learned from young and the old. I master at matching the flows. Handle my business while sharing my vision. If you wasn't hit, now you know. Ban all the fiction. My business, your man's only mission is growth. That salt and pepper bed. Always mix up that last part. Salt and that salt and pepper bed. Salt, that salt and pepper bed. Break it down, that salt and that salt and pepper bed. That salt. Break it down like, oh, look at all that wisdom. Hey, look at all that wisdom. Marcus D on the keys. Tone Deaf on the mix. Hey. Salt and pepper bed. Salt and that salt and pepper bed. Salt. So remember tomorrow, first show of this little mini run I'm doing, this mini tour. How'd I break it down like? Look at all that wisdom, hey. Look at all that wisdom, say it. Look at all that wisdom. Oh, you like that? Come on. Look at all that wisdom. Look at all that wisdom, hey. Look at all that wisdom. Salt and pepper bed. So remember, tomorrow we're celebrating Adultish, starting in Falls Church, Virginia. So a lot of the set is going to be a lot of the songs from the album. You know what I mean? It goes. Clap for me. They say, Mr. Fantastic, can you rap for me? Hey, DJ, bring it back for me. Let me stretch and get loose for I black on it. Yeah, Triple R to y'all rap, read riches, stretch money instead of truth, bro, I mean business. Enough flow to fill a ravine, you should bring pictures. When the beat got that swing, you gon' need pictures. Now stand delivers, all pro, I ain't a damn beginner. Picks after the show, let a man eat dinner. Too focused on A to see what plan B get us. Nappy fade with some gray on the sides. Omni man stared when that pen and paper collide. They lied, said you was the truth, now your status denied. This life forever die, waiting for the pain to subside. Oh, classic over trendy, bro, I'm still here. Holler at me in a decade if they still care. When you fall and bounce back, if they still cheer, then you're worthy to wield the mic like it's millionaire. Still in here, still prepared to take what I earn. Y'all some builder bears ain't built a better way to the world. Been the realest hit that's on my soulmate and my girls. Who you feel compared to me really ain't my concern. Is he dope in the debate? Cause most will say he underrated. A couple takes that state that he a great or just the greatest. Some artists focus less on albums, just don't make a playlist. I choose the former, but I hope the latter choose my latest. Now clap for me. Hey, peace, Roger. For me, Lockers, God bodies, rosters, hip hop. We just rehearsing right now, testing these out, see how I feel, what I need to work on, what I need to tighten up. Yeah, Mr. Stantastic, party of four, dope in audio form. What's a god to a gore? Butcher beats like Benny on the stage with the boys. They hope they had a good show. Bro, I came to destroy your pit, giving out work like I came to implore. Joy's the mic on the mic when I'm making a joint. Sorcerer in the stew when I conjure up joints. Come fetch this blessing that I came to anoint. But when we rock, new balance and struggle with old vices. High blood pressure be coming with low prices. For the virus, we've been dealing with known crisis. Transform from old dog to Osiris. Now we came to flame these joints like arthritis, while God guide us, peacemakers and born fighters. Got homies with more C's than papayas, trying to find peace while writing on papyrus. Denied the equal rights and wages, and couldn't see the gods that we are to hitting stages. Best kept secret like Bibles with hitting pages. Best source of raw hip hop and edutainment. My life's a hip-hop quotable, they ain't published yet. Slept on by the masses till I left a few with rubbernecks. Took a swing at rapping and I sent it to the upper deck. Only other language that I'm fluent in is cut the check. Clap for me. DJ, bring it. Let me stretch and get loose for I turn it up for the poppers, lockers, God bodies, rosters, hip hoppers, not for the imposters. Nah, bruh, recognize a spitter when you spot one. Learn from a showstopper. Hey, hope y'all feeling good, man. Stretching it out, working through the bars, little stumbles here and there. Calm down, Red. I'm trying, you know what I'm saying? I can't turn it up too much. You peeking? No, I'm playing. But yeah, man, I appreciate the love in the chat, man. Shout out to all of y'all. All right, see what we got next. What's in the queue? Okay, take it back. Yeah. We're gonna take it back to my fourth solo album. This song right here is produced by the other guys, PG County's finest. Shout out to Joe, shout out to Isaiah. Yeah, man, let's get into this black of all trades. Here we go. Yeah. I can paint a picture with words and just brushes. Make something out of nothing, ain't nothing to make something. Cutting up samples while keeping the bass pumping. Nothing we can handle while we had a place jumping. They tramps on lane, I'd rather have a queen. Of course I am a king, so I can have a dream. Or be your worst nightmare, war never fight fair. If a freedom right there, take it by any means. Learn peace from the gods, but still steady violence. Fight for my serenity, if anything challenge. Right dope on a tightrope, trying to find balance. Build my skill with will plus talent. Slinger of rhymes, training young minds. Painter of the times, maker of designs. Sailor of the skies, pilot of the seas. Baker of the pies, refiner of the dream. Listen, yeah, I do it. Black of all trades, I do it. Put art on a page, I do it. I do it. Make something out of nothing, ain't nothing to make something if you want to do it. Make something out of nothing. Try and remember, I think this is a short version. Until it's done and there ain't nothing left to do. Do it under the sun, can tell you did it from your youth. Doing it in the park after dark, me and you. Different type of vibe, and I'ma work until it's through. I'm a mover and shaker. Up and down, double strong, so my jaws think about it smooth as sandpaper. This is for the chance takers. Villains gave us lemons, now we lemonade makers. Don't let any man break ya. Dep the most resilient y'all seen, babe. He don't play, but highly sought after his teammate. Nothing I can't do, you should broaden your dreamscape. Food for thought, you should be consuming what we bake. Teach, cook, write, love, speak good, fight, fuck, seek, look, eyes shut. We must rise up often. Right rhymes, dark skin, bright wines, lost feelings, fine blind fortunes. I find I do it. Black of all trades, I do it. Shackle my brain, can't do it. Won't do it. Never do it. Make something out of nothing, ain't nothing to make something if you want to do it. Make something out of nothing, ain't nothing to make to do it. Hey, do it. Come on, y'all. We do it. Come on, y'all. We in the place, we do it. Everybody in the spot, we hip hop, we. That's one time, we. Man, I appreciate the love in the chat, y'all. Up here getting them jumping jacks in, you know what I'm saying? More exercises, get my Taibo in. Shit, hey, we gonna stay here? This is what we doing? Okay. Keep in mind it's on shuffle, but it's just working out. Yeah. If you don't move the crowd and ain't a master of the ceremony, go over microphone controller, you are not a MMC. So don't ever disrespect the homie world-class title holder, born and raised in MD. Known to get the party poppin' quicker than stripper with vodka in her, so they gon' clap for me. Yeah. Booty chase slick with the duty, speak shit, talk masterfully. Yeah. I am moving with a blue pen. Samurai champ, Lou, be damned if I can't lose. And if I did, I take hands together, make a W. W. Compare substantial to a substitute. All we do is win, but that clearly ain't your thing. Then again, you're more T-Pain than painting. I'm art personified or heart magnified, but by 105, no doubt. Come alive. Hands up. In the chat, put them hands up. Hand emojis. Keep it going. Yeah, fuck off the stage, bump. You ain't doing shit, no need to tell them to say something. Crowd look well rested, it's time to get adjusted. Caught food, drinks, had time to digest it. I'ma make them feel like they were part of my live show. No voice, clothes moist, hotter than Cairo. Watch me blow the spot when I drop my payload. Got them going wild, but it ain't raining no pesos. They do what I say so, my presence demands it. A veteran standard, hey, what's better than stand shit? I sever their hand if they extended to grab this. And shit on everything, like I never been pampered. I son them like Frederick Sanford. Been a G, but I don't sell trash just so I can make a living be. I'm art personified or heart magnified, but about 105, no doubt, come alive. Get them hands up. Everybody put a hand up. Hey, everybody get them hands up. Yeah. I be tearing up the stage like I'm ripping up floorboards. You don't leave them engaged, they just lay on the floorboard. I have them in the craze, they gon' leave with their core sore. Body crowds for days like terrorist warlords. Light up a skull board, go hard as a mug. I'm a tight and I throw swords, throw arm with a scud. If you like me so raw, dope ball when I plug sight. Sicker than cold sores, go for a dub. Pay at the dope. Oh, peg in advance, this ain't your regular show. That's right, you either can dance, no need to hold up the wall. And got plenty of beans, you can throw up your arms. And if you're feeling the scream, 2 tables and a mic, that's what I call riot gear. Turn all the way up, it's gonna get real live in here. Cause I'm art personified or heart magnified, but 105, no doubt, come alive. Get them hands up, hey. In the chat, put a hand up, hey. I'm out here. Yeah, chilling. Let me calm down. Just real excited in the room by myself. It's a little sus. I hope y'all having fun, man. Hold on, let's pause this next joint. Hold on. Because I'm gonna do this joint, but I gotta save something for the show. So I don't want y'all to see what I got up my sleeve. You know what I'm saying? Can't give you too much. And I might just throw some stuff in the mix. That's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna throw some stuff in the mix that ain't really for tomorrow. You know what I'm saying? But you know, because y'all are who you are, and I love you guys. Y'all are cool folk. I'm gonna throw some other stuff in here that maybe ain't happening tomorrow, but yeah, still fun nonetheless. So let's see what we got in this dash. Nope, not gonna do that. Hold up. It's a little intermission real quick. Hold up. Got it. Okay. Let's see. Check. Got it. Where's the joint? Yeah. All right. Let's see. Let's throw something else in the mix. Okay. Yeah. We'll do that one. All right. So, y'all know about the version that was released, and only the people who are Patreon supporters know about this joint right here. I'm art personified, all heart magnified. Fireline. Thank you, fam. I appreciate that, man. Staying hype. I love to see it. I appreciate you, bro. All right, let's see. So I'm gonna throw this in the mix real quick. Oh no, that ain't what I was doing. Hold up. I said the OG version. See, it was labeled incorrectly. Got me hyped for nothing. Hold up. If I don't find the OG version, I'm gonna just give y'all that joint. But there is a version that I originally produced. Hold up. And I kind of want to do that just to switch it up. You know what I mean? Make this a more unique experience. I don't think I got it, man. That's a little disappointing. Hold up. Yeah. Yeah, well, hey, Funky DL version it is. Here we go. Say less. Yeah. Who am I to talk? Actually, I'm paid to do just that. And it was just facts, truth, ugly as muskrats. Been in the lab, just cooking up tracks, tight lip for a nice bit. But this ain't a comeback, it's on back. I'm Jai Tony with beats and flows instead of knees and bows. But there's no need to boast, don't need my ego stroke. My track record's my interpreter. Good with supporters, y'all be thirsting for the worshipers. Namaste, I'ma play my role like Rehearsal. No impact without an act, get the working, bruh. Turn it up the moment I said less. My stream is spike, earned enough, but I can't exit till my team is right. Cause everyone's a boss, they ain't paying nobody. Everyone's a gangster, but they ain't no gotti. Everybody say they know the code, but they straight snitching. Everybody know a lie, but they actually say different. Listen, every post don't need a comment. Every pic don't need a like. Everyone don't need an audience. And every open mouth don't need a mic. Say less. Ain't what you know, it's what you do. Let the work you put in be the proof. I got you on that question after this verse. After the end of this joint. Yeah. Say less. Yeah. I ain't gotta tell you. You follow my drift, but it's a race to the top. Many opt for a lift. Wanna tell you about they drive and hope you author a tip. But come around and act like you ain't But you were there for they were talking they shit. Showboat and just floating with no wind in they sail. No motion, illusionist. Penn and teller, I can pen it better. Broke as fuck at the ball. Damn, you slipping Cinderella. Just an image seller. Stop. Photos they got not thorough. Claim to be the realest ever. Who gon' vouch for you? Not a soul. Your own people hardly believe you. We see more than you saying more than you need to. Cause everyone's a boss, they ain't paying nobody. Everyone's a gangster, but they ain't no gotti. Everybody say they know the code, but they straight snitching. Everybody know a lie, but they actually say different. Listen, every post don't need a comment. Everyone don't need a like. Everyone don't need an audience. And every open mouth don't need a mic. Shout out to Pressure Drew Bear. Shout out to Funky DL. Say less. I appreciate you, Soul Tiger. Yeah. Say less. Oh yeah, I had to remember the first line. Yeah. Just trying to give them some game. No matter if I yell it, they never hear what I'm saying. But a stranger roll up and they tell them the same. And they totally forget that I put that shit in their brain. They too close to the picture, they can't even see the frame. How I brought it together, so I bother to explain. Put my plan into action, now my passion turned to gains. And now they circling back so I can help them do the same. Say no more. Say less. I got you. Got you, bro. It's all love. Say less. Ain't what you know, it's what you do. Let your work you put in be the proof. Say less. You ain't gotta tell me that you're real. In time, everything will be revealed. Say less. All right, let's pause there. Hold up. All on, my you. All on. Pull up. All right. He said I should be working. I'm sorry, Frank. You know what I mean? I'm glad you're enjoying it, though. All right, let's answer a question, and then we'll get back into some things. So, yeah. So did you come up with the cadence in how you rhyme, or was that inspired by someone? So I think most artists, when you first start out, usually find inspiration from other people, right? Like the artists you listen to. So early in my career, I used to get when I first would play my demo for people, I'd get compared to. Because my stuff was very monotone in the beginning, and I'm talking about pre-Nujabes stuff. I'm talking about like my demo stuff, high school days. I would get compared to Guru a lot, and that was because I had a deeper voice, but my stuff was much more battle-oriented, more punchline heavy than his, because I was inspired by Common as well. So I had like the punchlines and stuff that like Common and Redman would have, because those were two of my early biggest inspirations. And then, but in terms of my vocal delivery, it was very much like Guru, just very monotone, blah 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 blah. Right? It was just like it. My voice didn't fluctuate or nothing, and it was largely because most of what I was recording, I didn't have it committed to memory. I hadn't developed certain techniques on how to recite my stuff and make it feel like capture the same energy as a live performance and put my actual personality in my music. So to answer your question, how I started figuring out my cadences, Kokai, man, shout out to Kokai and Tone Deaf. They were two of the biggest helps in like tightening up my delivery. There were techniques that Tone would give me early on that gave me the ability to kind of get through those lines where it was very compounded and there were no breaks in the flow. And so when you hear me do those long runs where it's like, and I just like go and don't take a breath for like maybe 3-4 bars, that's something I learned how to do by listening to advice that Tone Deaf would give me, in like my pronunciation, where to sneak the breath in, and then studying like folks like Black Thought. Not so much studying what he was doing, but listening to interviews where he was talking about circular breathing. And it's funny, I was familiar with circular breathing, but I had never thought about using it for rapping. That's something that was introduced to me by my uncle when I was about 11 years old. My uncle out in San Diego back in the day, and it was more so something we used for like exercise and breathing exercises we would do. I'd get up every morning with him and he'd like, yo, I was asthmatic, and he'd have us run like a mile plus. And we walked everywhere. Like we had a martial arts class. We had to walk like 28 blocks of that joint. So a lot of what helped me, and I was in crazy shape when I came back. Like I had to start a new school in 6th grade. And they were like, nah, you're at the wrong place. This is an elementary school. The middle school is over there. And I was just like, nah, I'm still in elementary. But I was ripped, B. But like that technique, that breathing, circular breathing technique helped me a lot to be able to do those joints. So you'll sometimes see me like I'm doing these long flows, and rather than taking, doing the like breathing through my mouth like most artists do, you'll see me like do the joint, blah, blah, blah. And then like, I'll take the deep breath through my nose or whatever. And I'm able to just kind of get to the words a bit quicker than I would if I was trying to breathe through my mouth. And so just like different things I've applied over the years. But Kokai in particular, he's the one that really kind of taught, like I would study things he was doing. Like he sent me rough drafts sometimes and it was like no words. Just the melody and the cadences that he was planning to use, and like he just like, and just what I was doing earlier. But he would record that. A lot of times I do that exercise, but I wouldn't record it. He'd record that so he'd have a note of what it is he plans to do, and then he'd go back, refer to it, and then use that to map out his verse. So I started doing that really heavy. Probably, I think I started doing that technique after Sacrifice. And so if you listen to Home Is Where the Art Is and everything after Home Is Where the Art Is, my flow even more so, like I really kind of get on my pocket joint. And it's, applying techniques that allow me to do these pocket grooves and really like dig into the beat and use my voice more like an instrument. And so I hope that answers your question. It wasn't necessarily one artist in particular. I love listening to a variety of different artists, and so I pay attention to little things and nuances that they add to their stuff, and and try to apply it where it fits. But yo, shout out to my man Micah Black, like love you, brother. Love all the folks I've been talking about, but he gave me some of the best advice early in my career too, and that was he was basically pushing me to apply the same energy, wordplay, playfulness, and cadences, all of the different things that made the battle rap and punchline stuff I did more engaging. He noticed that it was missing when I did songs that were about like serious topics or whatever. And it doesn't mean I should quote unquote be playful when it's something like dead serious, but it was just like making sure that like, yo, the cleverness, the things that really made people interested in what I was doing, making sure those things were there. So a lot of the songs that are about more serious subject matter, for my folks who are real lyric lovers, not just people who vibe out to the beat, if you really listen to a lot of that stuff, especially like as you get into maybe like like 4 or 5 years after some of my earliest releases when I really kind of figured it out. You know, you'll notice or whatever that like there's like clever wordplay even with the stuff that's about like more mundane or like more serious subject matter. You know what I mean? But anyway, yeah, man. On that note, let's get back to some things. I'm gonna play around a little bit longer and then keep it pushing. So let's see. I'm gonna just close my eyes and see what comes up. Sure, why not? All right. Let's do that, Jay. Okay. Shout out to Steph. Just because Steph is dope. I'm gonna let Steph do what she does.
MCs kick rhymes to beats or acapella. Rap artists tagging year round through all weather. Our culture's evolving. What next will it bring? Hip hop is one of my favorite things. DJs, B-boys, and B-girls are so clever. They call it a fad, but we're hip hop forever.
Yeah.
We love our culture, to it we shall cling. Hip hop is one of my favorite things.
Hip hop culture, way of life that's preyed on by vultures to fatten up their pockets. Some really thought they stop it, then called it a fad. All to the bad when you listen on with your life. Son is a trip, but in the what I say tonight started in the South Bronx, but this brother here's from Maryland. Humble mumble sauce and MCs who be shining like Sterling. That's a whole nother song. Moving along back to the subject. HIP to the HOP, man, I love it. It consists of 4 elements, some say 5 or more. Didn't know that till now. What the hell you rhyming for? There's breaking, rapping, DJing, and graph. I add on beatboxing cause I practice that craft. Like it's crucial. Spitting rhymes in the cipher with a beat that's quite useful. But then there was breaking, so you can stop that quite early. Cause I didn't like the idea that dance moves could hurt me. But still find popping and locking to be mad nice. But now all my energy gets used only to grab mics and rock on to the dawn up early morning. I still do graffiti, just took my mom's warning and kept it on the page to avoid central booking. But to hell with jail, I was more scared of butt whoopings. Now I'm a grown man with hip hop, still wake up in me. Love it for life, even if I never see one penny. While
MCs kick rhymes to beats or acapella. Rap
artists tagging,
year round through all weather. Our
culture's evolving.
What next will it bring?
Hip hop is one of my
favorite things.
whether I in the or remain underground.
Hip hop will still be my favorite thing as long as the earth is still.
When I say hey, y'all say hi. Hip hop, hip hop. When I say hip hop, y'all say music. Hip hop music, hip hop music. When I say hip, y'all say hop. Hip hop, hip hop. When I say hip hop, y'all say music. Hip hop music, hip hop music, yeah. Boom. All right. Yeah, man. Another question in the chat. Let's get to it. Let's see what we got here. Appreciate the love, man. Shout out to everybody in the joint. Hey, see y'all rocking with me. All right. So the question goes. Nice afro. Peace, man. Good to see you up in here. Stopping by Japan soon. Any recommendations? Yeah. I would say if you're looking for a spot to check out some nightlife, but it's a smaller spot, not super huge, and you know, just kind of quiet, get some drinks, some nice music playing, all of that. Check out Club Family. For those of you familiar with the Bop Alloy stuff, the second album, there's a song called Another Night at Club Family. I've been going to Club Family since since 2000. So I've been going there for 23 years. You know, I haven't been in a while, so not quite 23 years. But yeah, man, I've been going there since back in the day. It's owned by the homie DJ Rio, who was associate of Nujabes's and a good friend. You know, man, I've collaborated with him a few different times and stuff. In fact, if you got the adultish discography, the adultish edition discography USB cassette, there's a folder on there that's called Stan Loves Japan, and it has all of the collaborations I've done with Japanese producers. And 2 of the songs that's on there is with DJ Rio. So yeah, man, shout out to him. Definitely check out that spot. I haven't gone since 2018. I haven't been back to Japan. So it's been 5 years. Hopefully I'll get back there next year. So, I mean, there's a lot of stuff I'm thinking of right now that I don't even know is still open. But yeah, man, have a great time. That's the most important thing. When you get ready to do certain things, I think a lot of times culturally, we just assume it's okay to do certain things that we do all the time. The best advice I give folks when you travel is if, something that might not be a big deal to you may be a big deal to someone else culturally. So if you're not sure about something, just ask. You know what I mean? Like when you go into businesses, like if you're in a particular place, you see something cool and you want to take a picture. It's funny, when I was in Japan, that wasn't a big deal. I went to Taiwan right after I finished some shows in Japan, and I took a picture, and then a lady proceeded to give me like a verbal lashing, son. Like it was a whole thing, and it was just like, it went on way longer than it needed to. It was just like, yo, someone tell me how to say sorry in her language. All right, now tell me how to say, I'm really sorry. Okay, that ain't working. Oh my God, like fam. Yeah, so the takeaway was, just because it's culturally acceptable in certain places to do certain things, it's still good to check with folks when you're clearly in a space that they're responsible for, if that is cool. So that's probably, outside of what places to check out, that's a recommendation I would give you. Yeah. All right, let's see. Maybe we'll jump into a few more joints. Let's see. Hold up. Comments. Thanks. You are welcome, man. You're welcome. Enjoy your trip, most importantly. Also, I watched an old interview you had about Nujabes and talking about introducing him to some and his reaction. Hey, so yo, listen. So about introducing him to some X-rated stuff and his reaction. Yeah, man. So the funniest thing about Nujabes, and not so much what's funny about him. It's more so funny about other folks and how they perceive a person that they really love what they do, and they mistake that for loving the person. And I always push back and try to tell folks that just because you love a person's art doesn't necessarily mean that you love or know them, right? So no matter how many interviews, the fact of the matter is Nujabes didn't really do interviews because he kept a lot of his life private. And so there's a lot of conversations that I've had with this dude that are just regular guy conversations, like really typical guy stuff. And I find it hilarious that in certain settings, when I tell the regular stuff, because people treat him like almost like a deity, and it's and I gotta remind folks all the time, I was like, fam, he was a man. He's a man just like anybody else, right? And it's not saying that all men do the same things, but what I'm saying is there's stuff that you wouldn't assume this guy talked about. That like, yeah, he had we would have these conversations. So one of the conversations was when I'd been in Japan for a few weeks, the first trip, he had asked me, he was like, man, how are you enjoying Japan? And this is like in the middle of one of our sessions. I was like, yo, man, I'm having a good time and stuff. It's cool. And then he's like, yo, what do you think about Japanese women? Right. So when he said that, like, I'm working on some lyrics, getting ready to record the next song. When he said that, I looked up, give him the side eye. I know what he's really saying, but I told him, I was like, yeah, they're cool. You know what I mean? And I'm just, let me preface this with saying, this is 20-year-old me, right? Like I'm 20 years old, about to turn 21 in Japan. I think at around the time we had this conversation. So the stuff I say might be offensive to somebody. You know what I mean? I just need you to know before I say anything, my intent is not to offend. I'm just giving you context of the story that already exists on the internet, that's already out there for the world. But this is literally what I told him. This is a laugh that we had about, and this is something we talked about. And it absolutely, sorry in advance, it was objectifying women, unfortunately. So what we talked about was he asked me what I thought of Japanese women. And I was like, yo, they're cool. You know what I mean? And he was like, I think maybe they're the best. And you know, in my mind, I'm like, as you should. You're Japanese. Of course, you think your folks are the best. And then I was like, yo, they're cool. You know what I mean? It's like I see some that are very beautiful and stuff. And he's like, yeah. He's like, I mean, but the best. And I was like, okay. And I told him, I was like, I gave him a metaphor or an analogy. And I just said, I was like, hey, man, because for those who don't know, I've been this same size, about this same size since I was like 14, 15 years old, right? So I'm 6 feet, and I fluctuate like between like low 200s to like 215, you know what I mean? Like in terms of my weight. And I just told him, so the example I gave him, I was like, think of it like this. I'm a big kid, right? And this is literally what I told him. I was like, I'm a big kid, right? And I like toys. Right? I like to play with toys. I was like, however, you know, I do appreciate Legos. Legos are some of them, you know, Legos are awesome and stuff like that. But I'm a big kid. I break things. Right? I was like, I need something durable, son. You know what I'm saying? And I said, I was like, yo, I need Tonka. You know what I'm saying? I like Tonka, you know? Now, in reality, I actually, you know, I'm more of a Lego guy in terms of actual toys. But the example I was given is like, yo, I basically was talking about like the black women I was accustomed to seeing growing up, like my wife and all, et cetera, et cetera. And so in other words, I like curvier women, right? And so, like he was just confused by the example I gave. So I took him on this random site. It's like Black Exotic Dancers, something, blah, 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 right? I just punch it in real quick. First thing pop up on the screen. This man's like, whoa, eyes out his head. He almost fell to the floor, bruh. It was hilarious. It was hilarious. And it was just one of those things that like culturally it's like you're not accustomed to seeing people look a particular way, like based on where you are in the world or like, you know, just there are cultural differences. And then there are examples where like the vast majority of a certain of people from a particular area even look different, right? Like from their physical appearances in their face to like literally how their bodies are shaped, right? And so, just having that conversation and stuff. Again, that's not something that people would think of when they think of Nujabes, but that was a real joint. And when I told that in public, fam, for the first time, I told that story. Marcus and I were like, you know, Marcus is laughing because he had already heard the story. Half the crowd was mortified, fam. Mortified. Like they were. and Marcus had to explain because I was just like, yo, why did they look so uncomfortable? I mean, you asked the question. I told you. They were like, yo, they wanted to know. They were like, yeah, a story about Nujabes that most people don't know. And so I was like, I know they don't know this. So I just told that because it's always funny to me. You know what I mean? Like, because again, my relationship with him is not the public's relationship with him. Same thing, like even with the other people who know him. My relationship with him is not Pace Rock's relationship. They were like best friends. So, you know, their relationship like goes even deeper, right? And so, you know, it's important to remember that when you're asking folks who actually knew them, like you're not going to get, you're going to get pieces of things that kind of confirm certain feelings you have. And then you're going to get other parts of them that you didn't know was a thing. And some of that stuff might not be what you expected. It might make you feel a way, you know, it might make you think like, you know, we're making but it's like, I ain't got no reason to lie to you, fam. I'm just letting you know he was a human being like anybody else. And he had an appreciation for women like anyone else. You know what I mean? So yeah, man. I hope y'all found that entertaining. I'm going to do one more track and then I'm going to get all the way out the way. Let y'all enjoy the rest of y'all day. Sound cool? Let me know in the chat. All right. Let's find something else to do. All right. Let's play around. Yeah, we'll do this one to close out. All right.
I remember doing shows with
no per diem.
Traditional by promoters, but the fans hope to see him. Some hope to be him. Went from dive bars and clubs to shows and museums. No cap,
no damn.
But the message is direct. Everything you put in ain't
exactly what you get. Yeah, yeah.
One more thing,
Don't forget.
A check never outweighs integrity or respect.
Told me everything that I couldn't do. Told me everything that I should have done. Showed me everything that I shouldn't choose. Told me everything that I could have won. Told me everything that I should be. But it's everything that they ain't. On God, from what I can't see, they ain't qualified to tell me what I can or can't do. If you never tried, never failed, can you truly recognize if I ever will? Fall, then rise till I'm better still. Get by till I make more paper than hammer man. Yeah, turn this up into a sell it, cause I died for it. For I live to regret it, whether lost in the force, off course in the desert. I'ma forge what we got into a lost slice of heaven.
I remember doing shows.
Stumbling all over that last one. Hey, peace, Steph. I'ma send you the set list today too. Love you, sis. Yeah. The message is direct. Everything you put in ain't exactly what you get. Yeah.
Don't forget.
Yeah.
Check never outweighs integrity or respect.
I'ma put more where it really counts. And never sell my soul for any amount. Never stress what people consider less. Got everything I need, it's what it means to be blessed. Yeah. I was undervalued by the overrated. They gave me wrong directions, now they all surprised I made it. Created my own lane and found the strength to pave it. And where I'm supposed to be is now where I'm situated. They told me everything that I couldn't do. Show me everything that I should have done. Show me everything that I shouldn't choose. But show me everything that I could have won. Told me everything that I should be. But it's everything that they ain't. On God, from what I can see, you ain't qualified to tell me what I can or can't do. Yeah, you ain't qualified to tell me what I can or can't do. Who? You? Nah. Alright, man, I might give y'all one more. Let me stop playing. Hold up. Y'all better cool it now. Y'all better cool it now. Ralph, Ronnie, Bobby, Ricky, and Mike say cool it now. And sometimes Johnny say cool it now. Focus so clutch, y'all better cool it now. Hey, say y'all better cool it now. Ralph, Ronnie, Bobby, Ricky, and Mike say cool it now. Hey, and sometimes Johnny say cool it now. I don't know anyone's validation. Plain white tee, I don't need any more affirmations. That's right, see, I don't need anyone but myself. I don't need a man. Raise all these kids without any help. I don't need a plan. Why would that matter if God got me? One man army, I never worry. Y'all can't stop me long as I can stand on my own too. I don't need much. I don't need love or a friend. I don't need trust. You that need me, eating what I kill, so I don't need you to feed me. I don't need a label or a producer, I do it all. Cover art, mix and master, the fuck I'ma do with y'all. I don't need likes, and I don't need to be liked either. Don't need to follow you who died and made you my leader. Don't need to die, and I don't need you minding my health. What I really don't need is the seat line to myself. This your theme song. If you don't need a crutch for you to lean on, your team strong enough for you to stand with. Yeah, never done this live. I really wanted to do it live, so trying to work on it, see how it go. But you need to be still. Strong friends, yeah. Listen. Shit, I can't live without my supporters. Fans and homie, those across borders. Dope boys with hearts of gold that kept me off corners. Need y'all like Jackson, Mississippi. Still need clean water, like getting blessed crack software you couldn't order long before you could afford it. To people who applauded when I would find out my voice, but the haters chose to ignore it. Need love like ladies love Cool J. Moving forward, I need every one of y'all. I'm lucky some of you check on me like Scantrons, cause stand strong. But like be testing me, especially need my mama to ask her, boy, how you doing? When I feel I'm on the edge and I'm headed toward my ruin, I need one mic like Nas to make magic that's illmatic. I need sunlight to charge up my melanin, black magic. I need my wife to raise up these babies with me, not for me. Need y'all to spread the word, cause too many missing this story, man. Vulnerability ain't a lack of ability. Being honest about what you need is an act of humility. Only clowns ain't feeling me, cause I ain't scared to get help and face my inner demons, cause I work on myself. enough to walk with my troop and I've been the cowards. Tall enough to know what to reach and then dream of power. Smart enough to focus on needs and move what I wanted out. Only thing I don't need is all that bullshit you talk about.
It's your theme song. If you don't need a crutch for you to lean on, and your team strong enough for you to stand with. And they feelings when they being candid. Grown woman and man shit, feel me, still your theme song. If you need a helping hand, when you seem strong, you can keep going, but you need to be still. Strong friends need healing too to be real. You know how that heat feel. Yeah, focus so clutch, y'all better cool it now. Yeah, shit, y'all better cool it now. Ralph, Ronnie, Bobby, Ricky, and Mike say cool it now. Hey, and sometimes Johnny say cool it now. Focus, y'all better cool it now. So clutch, believe it. Y'all better cool it now. Ralph, Ronnie, Bobby, Ricky, and Mike say cool it now. Yeah, and sometimes Johnny say cool it now. Butchered that joint. I gotta tighten that joint up. But yeah, man, that is one of my favorite tracks from the album that usually don't come up in most people's favorite tracks from the album. But yeah, man, deeply personal joint. But at the same time addressing what I see too, you know. Yeah, man, on that note, let's go ahead and stop that joint. Get ready to break up out of here. Hey, cuz, what's going on, man? Good to see you up in here, man. Got family in the building. Clap it up for the family, you know. Hey, appreciate the love, fam. Says watching from India while holding oh, wow, that's what's up, man. India is in the building. Shout out to everybody watching all over the world right now. And those of you who watching the playback later, the pin game on Cool It Now was beyond fire. Thank you so much, man. Thank you so much. Definitely had fun writing that joint. I had the hook first, and then it was just like, it just started to kind of come together from there. That first verse was a lot of fun to write. And then that second verse, just really trying to black out on that, you know what I mean? But yeah, man, thank y'all so much for tuning in today. I'm gonna get ready to stab out. Again, man, you know, I think I like the idea of like anytime where I got a show and stuff, man, just kind of popping up on here real quick, working through some of these joints, et cetera, et cetera. I try not to give y'all everything. There's a lot more that's going to happen tomorrow, so come through. You know, the biggest thing, man, if you have not bought tickets yet for the concert, there's still some tickets left. Come through. It would be great to see everybody. I know some of you are further away. I don't expect my man in India to book a flight and come out tomorrow. But, hey, man, if you did, I wouldn't be mad. And the funny thing is, it wouldn't be the first time something like that happened. We had fans one time when me and Marcus was on tour. A fan from South Korea just happened to be in Atlanta for a convention. They saw that we were performing in Seattle, and they happened to have a day off. And so they literally bought a flight to Seattle just to see us perform. And then literally after the show, flew back to Atlanta, finished the rest of the conference, and then went to South Korea. We had some other fans came from, I think, the Virgin Islands to see us rock one time, see us rock in San Diego. Then one time, that same show where the dude came from South Korea, there was another dude who bought tickets from Costa Rica who came up for that same show to see us. So, man, I ain't telling y'all what to do with your bread, right? But I will say that, man, those times that people have done that, the time that they had, and I mean, clearly, I'm a different kind of artist. I'm like a lot of y'all. I go to shows and stuff, and I always mentally prepare myself like, yo, there's a slight chance I might get to meet this person. What would I say? Blah, 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 this, that, and the third. But I've gone to enough shows to know that that does not happen most of the time with bigger shows. But the cool thing is, an indie artist, we get to build with y'all. So just know that if you ever come to my show, if you ever want to talk, come through the merch table, all of that, man, I make time for the people. So, you know, and probably more time than your average artist. So I've heard from other folks. So, man, come through. It's going to be great. Tickets are available tomorrow. Besides seeing me rock, you get to see Stephanie Gale rock. You also get to see Godzilla, T. Lucas, my man DJ RBI, a freaking legend in DMV hip hop, and is put on like globally. You know what I mean? Man, salute to my bro. And who else we got? We also, I said Godzilla, said T. Lucas coming through. We got A1, man, the homie A1, who does not do a lot of shows in the U.S. This dude be out here doing crazy tours and festivals out in Europe.
So just know that it's a big deal that he's coming out. So this is not a show to miss, because you know you won't be able to catch him on any of the other shows right now. But tickets are available right now. Here's the link. If you can support, great. If you can't, all love. If you know somebody in the area who knows about the music and don't know about the show, share the link. You know what I mean? But oh yeah, RBI's comic knowledge is crazy too, 100%. And on top of that, his pen game with the his pencil game, he can draw his ass off. Really talented dude all around, man. Yeah. So on that note, I'm out of here. Y'all have a great one, man. Take care of yourselves, all that good stuff. Let's throw it up on the screen. Got to update this number, but we are officially over 10,300 now, not 200. So we're on our way to 11,000 subscribers. If you're watching right now and haven't subscribed on YouTube, I highly suggest you come over to YouTube and subscribe. Regardless, you know, these go live on 3 different platforms on Fridays, but there is additional content that you're missing out on if you're not subscribed on YouTube. So just wanted to remind you of that. But on that note, I know I've said this like 4 times, but yeah, I'm out. Y'all have a great weekend, man. Love y'all. All right. Everybody be easy. Let's go ahead and get this going right now. Peace.